Gary Drayton here with some more treasure hunting advice about a subject that is dear to me. I love Spanish treasure. And if you live anywhere along the east coast of the United States, you have got a good chance of finding some Spanish treasure, some old coins and artifacts this time of year. Because we are in the middle of hurricane season. And a lot of states along the eastern seaboard get hit by hurricanes and tropical storms. In fact, I believe there's an hurricane and a tropical storm out there at the moment. And I'm getting a lot of emails from people asking, Gary, when's the best time to go searching for Spanish treasure? Especially when you're getting hit by an hurricane or a tropical storm. Now, anyone with a metal detector always gets excited. They get those batteries charged and they are chomping at the bit to get out there and find hopefully their first piece of Spanish treasure, or even better, some more Spanish treasure. But it doesn't matter if it's old coins, artifacts, whatever it is, when your state, that coastline, is getting eroded by a hurricane or a tropical storm, you've got a great chance of finding something good if you bide your time. And this is what it's all about: patience, persistence, and perseverance. The 3 P's of treasure hunting. But it starts with that first one: patience. Do not go running out there during the storm. Number 1, it's dangerous. Number 2, a lot of times the beaches are closed anyway. And if you live close to an area like I do, like the Treasure Coast, whenever there's an hurricane or a tropical storm coming, it's difficult to be at the beach first. There's always someone going to be there before you, and you think you're missing out. Oh, I wish I was there. But somebody's already there, because you can bet that someone is there during the storm or very, very shortly straight after. So don't even think about trying to be the first person to the beach. If you run out during the storm and you try hunting during the storm, like I said, it's dangerous anyway, but it's too discombobulating. There's just too much happening. The surf is high, it's dangerous conditions. You're just better off waiting. And I equate it to the same as if you went looking for tourist jewelry. If you were looking for jewelry at a tourist beach and you run out there on a Saturday morning and they shoot your lot, you go there, you metal detect, you go home empty-handed on a Saturday morning, because you should have waited until later that day, or early Sunday, or late Sunday, or even better, Monday morning or Monday, because you didn't give the tourists enough time to flock to the beaches and pack the beaches. You went too soon. So my advice is to go searching after a hurricane or a tropical storm has eroded the beaches a few days after. And that might not make sense to you, but it will do in a minute. And all my best Spanish treasure hunts after storms have been a few days after, 3 to 5 days on average after the storm. Because you got to remember, when a storm hits the coastline, it takes all the sand off the beaches. It's the back of the dunes, and it flushes out coins and artifacts that have been buried in those dunes for a long time, and it washes everything out into the water, and the surf's raging for maybe a day or two, and you've got to get lucky to find something. Now, don't get me wrong, I have been out during storms and immediately after, and I've done okay, but I've done even better a few days after. Because all of that stuff that got flushed out the dunes, all those old coins and artifacts, they all start washing in with the next high tides that come after the storm. Now, don't get me wrong, the beach does begin to fill in. It builds up with that sand. It starts washing in and covering the beach over again. fills it in. It's a natural thing, you know. It takes it out and it puts it back on the beach. But it also brings in all that stuff, those nice treasure coins and jewelry that got washed out, they come back in. So if you're there when that stuff's coming back in, which is normally, 3 to 5 days after everything starts coming in, then you find. So in my opinion, the best time to go searching after a hurricane or a tropical storm is a few days after. Let the guys who want to run down there and give it a go and oh, I didn't find anything. It wasn't a very good storm. No, it is a good storm normally. You just didn't give it enough time. You didn't show patience. And then you can use the other one, persistence and then perseverance. So you just keep pounding it and you will find. So all these people are asking me now, oh, we got a hurricane in our state. When's the best time to go out searching for treasure? Now you know. You wait for that stuff to come back in. Now, it depends how fast the storm is moving. If it's a fast moving storm and it's out of there and the next day everything's calmed down, and you've got this black sand and you've got like a 6 or 8, 10-foot cuts, the beach looks like it's been carved out and taken away, then you get into those deeper layers, metal detecting, and you can find some really, really good stuff. But most of the good stuff you find is going to be washing back in. And talking about metal detecting and metal detectors, if you use a pulse induction metal detector, you're going to be in for a tough time, because after a storm, those beaches are littered with trash as well as treasure. So you actually have to dig through the trash to get to the treasure. If you're using a pulse induction metal detector, or you're one of these type of guys who likes to dig it all using an all metal mode, after a storm, if you've got discrimination on your metal detector, use it. Avoid digging all that junk, because there's going to be so many targets. If you use a little bit of discrimination, pick and choose what you're going to be digging. The good sounding targets are two-way repeatable signals, which are normally coins or good pieces of jewelry. You don't waste your time digging junk. Leave that to the guys who want to dig everything. Depth is very overrated after a storm. It really is, unless you're right there, right after it, and you get those deeper layers, but that hardly ever happens. You're just better off using a bit of discrimination. So I hope this helps. I hope you like these videos. I'm going to keep them rolling. I'm going to be doing some videos about some of my favorite metal detectors and the settings I use inland and at the beach. A lot of my favorite Minelab metal detectors, but it doesn't matter what metal detector you use, you know, I'm going to go over settings and stuff like that. And I hope you like these videos, so like please, and even better, subscribe, because I'm going to keep these videos rolling. And good luck out there finding some Spanish treasure. All the best, guys. Don't forget, Crossbones Nation out there, go out and get some treasure, and I'll be seeing you soon. Cheers.